And I'm at Dedicated after retiring from Deloitte Consulting because two things. One is I still wanted to work, so I was kind of searching for what was going to be my next role. What did I want to do? I made a commitment to myself that if I started getting out of bed in the morning, didn't like going, I wouldn't go. And I saw in the summer of 2020, I saw a post by Sean Smith, founder of Dedicated, and he was giving away 1 million meals to Feed My Starving Children. Feed My Starving Children is an organization that I've been involved with for quite a few years. And when I saw it, I emailed him and said, can we talk? If you know our owner and founder, you know that he talks to everybody. So he said yes, and we connected. And I remember we just did our initial introductions. And I said, before we go any further, help me understand what a collection company is doing, giving away 1 million meals. And I said, because I have no experience in collections, but it's a black industry as far as I knew and as far as I perceived it to be. Well, Sean, of course, went on and told me his vision, his history, why he founded the company, and what our mission was, which is basically we believe that businesses can change the world, so we're going to prove it. And I was blown away. I got off the phone, told my wife, I said, hey, I just talked to the most interesting person I think I've ever talked to in business, and he's trying to change the world with his company, and wouldn't that be a great place to work? Well, fast forward about 8 months, Sean called me one day in April and said, hey, I need a senior finance guy. You want to join my company? Well, needless to say, that was an easy answer. And I said, sure. So he said, well, come out and meet with me. They had just moved into offices over in Roseville. And so I met him there in his office. And of course, I dressed up in my blazer and my good pants. And this is just what you do when you go to a business interview. And of course, it's very casual. And got in there, and I had about an hour and a half discussion with Sean about his vision and what he wanted to do with the company and how we were changing the world. And so I said to him, we got up to leave, and he said, I want you to think about it. I'd really like to get you on my team, but I want you to go home this weekend and pray about it. And I chuckled as I was getting up out of my seat, and he goes, what's funny about that? And I go, I've been working for over 40 years, and nobody's ever told me go home and pray about it before you make a decision. And I said, so it really struck me as something special. And I did. I went home and prayed on it, talked to my wife about it. She was the first one to say, so is this that same guy you talked to in the summer about his company? I go, yeah. And I said, I think I'm going to take the job. And so, so then I turned around, and that's how I ended up here. What's kept me here is that we stay true to our mission. We try to do everything that we do in business with our team members, with our customers and our clients, and try to do it in a way that really makes a difference in their lives. What I find here is that not only are we growing a really good business, we're changing lives, and changing lives internally with our team, externally with the merchants we work with. And I just think that's just an amazing thing for a company to do. So still here, still looking forward to where we can take it.